Acetylcholine. What exactly is it? Besides a big, hard-to-spell, seemingly foreign word, it actually carries a lot more importance to you, me, and everyone than you might initially think. Acetylcholine's name directly correlates to its structure. When acetic acid and choline come together through the process of dehydration synthesis, water and acetylcholine are the products of the reaction. Acetylcholine was first discovered by English pharmacologists Henry Hallett Dale and Otto Loewi way back in 1914. Dale was investigating a fungus called ergot when he unknowingly extracted acetylcholine from this organism. Naturally, Loewi injected this unknown substance into a frog because why wouldn't you do that? They discovered this injection stimulated the frog's muscles on its own. Although they did not know why this was occurring, they deemed acetylcholine a neurotransmitter from this point forward. A neurotransmitter is a chemical substance released at the end of a nerve fiber that crosses a synapse, leading to the transfer of nerve impulses from this nerve fiber to other fibers in the body. So acetylcholine's a neurotransmitter, but really, what's that mean to us? Let's use friends to help us explain.
I have to tie my shoe, so you go ahead, I'll catch up. Okay. Come on, let's not running, let's go!
Due to acetylcholine, Phoebe, for better or worse, is able to move her muscles. Let's use this clip to help us explain how this happens.
All right, we're going in. The smoke alarm wakes you up. You smell smoke. It is time to move muscles. Fast. Your brain sends action potentials down your spinal cord and preganglionic neuronal axons. Those signals flow all the way to their ganglia. When the signals reach the synapses inside the ganglia, the nerve fibers then release a neurotransmitter called acetylcholine, known to its friends as ACH. If you haven't heard of acetylcholine yet, you're gonna want to remember that name. In addition to working in sympathetic ganglia like this, it's also what the rest of your peripheral nervous system and lots of your central nervous system uses to communicate. So when it comes to nervous communication, ACH is really the coin of the realm, the premium currency. So that acetylcholine crosses the synapse, and if there's enough of it, it can stimulate action potentials in several neurons on the other end in the postganglionic fibers. That's all it does, but it's important. It's basically a signal booster. Those postganglionic neurons then carry the action potential to the effector organs, in this case, let's say, your leg muscles, which are gonna need an influx of blood if they're gonna hustle you out of that house.
Imaginary childhood friend. His name was...
Maurice!
Correct. His profession was...
Oh, Space Cowboy!
Correct! What is Chandler Bing's job?
Oh, gosh! This has something to do with numbers and processing. Well, and he carries a briefcase.
10 seconds. You need this or you lose the game.
It has something to do with transponding. Oh, he's a transponster! That's not even a word! Oh, no, I can get this! Oh,
When acetylcholine moves muscles, it acts as a neurotransmitter, a fast-acting agent that produces instant results. However, in the brain, acetylcholine acts as a neuromodulator, meaning it slowly diffuses through tissue at all parts. When acetylcholine does this, it plays a key role in memory, something Monica and Rachel seem to need a little more of. In the brain, it also plays key roles in attention, arousal, and motivation.
hey, Rach, can you give me a hand with this box? No! Put that box down! We are not going anywhere! This is my apartment, and I like it! This is a girl's apartment! That is a boy's apartment! It's dirty, and it smells! It's pretty! It's so pretty! And look, and it's purple! And I'm telling you, you with your steady hand, hand. I am not moving, and now I have got the steady hand.
When a person is nervous, like Rachel is in this clip, or exercises, or does something to excite their body, their heart rate will rapidly increase. To get their heart rate back down again, a nerve in their heart will release acetylcholine. ACH inhibits sodium and potassium movement, which slows heart contraction, thus taking your heart rate from this to something more like this.
Well?
It's good.
Really? How good?
It's so good that I feel really selfish about being the only one who's eating it. I think we should have everyone taste how good it is. Especially Ross.
Yeah, this is so good that I'm gonna go enjoy it on the balcony.
Not only does acetylcholine work in skeletal muscles, but also in smooth muscle, like your stomach. Acetylcholine helps to increase contraction of stomach muscle. These contractions will cause greater churning of the stomach, thus increasing your food's contact with stomach acid. More contact with this acid means more digestion, allowing you to digest your food faster.
This is the turkey.
Oh. You are my Everest. Well, that's it. I'm done. Whew. Oh, here come the meat sweats.
Acetylcholine is not only a neurotransmitter for muscle movement, but also acts as one for sweating. When the body overheats, sweating helps maintain internal homeostasis. If acetylcholine was not released by the central nervous system when a person is hot, they would experience overheating, heat stroke, and if severe enough, death. However, acetylcholine allows us to release sweat, which in turn cools the body and regulates internal body temperature. Or, in Joey's case, helps him eat an entire turkey.
Alzheimer's disease is the most common form of neurodegenerative disease, meaning it is characterized by the degeneration and death of neurons. It is classified as a type of dementia, a term that refers to a category of brain disorders that involve memory loss and cognitive impairment. Treatments for Alzheimer's disease involve drugs that inhibit the activity of acetylcholinesterase, an enzyme that breaks down the neurotransmitter acetylcholine. The drugs, called acetylcholinesterase inhibitors, increase levels of acetylcholine, which is thought to promote healthy cognition and memory.
So, medications which increase and maintain high acetylcholine levels have shown to be effective in improving memory in Alzheimer's patients. With growing technology, scientists are trying to create medications which increase acetylcholine levels in patients of Alzheimer's even higher in hopes of improving cognitive functions even more than the medications now do. When a person has cataracts, which is the clouding of their eye's lens, their lens must be replaced. However, when this procedure takes place, the iris needs to temporarily shrink in order to accommodate the new incoming lens. Acetylcholine is added to the iris. This is not only beneficial because it shrinks the size of the iris, but also because acetylcholine is broken down so quickly that the patient experiences no side effects. Thanks to acetylcholine, we can move our muscles, enhance cognition, control heart rate, increase digestion, and produce sweat. So next time you go to get up, or trying to remember something on a test, or sweating after the big game, thank acetylcholine.